So here's a little Mini-M416 from the brand OSKERAY. Been showing you quite a few new blasters from OSKERAY, so check out the link in the description. Just going to kind of go over everything you guys get with this one, and of course we'll put it together and get it ready to shoot so we can demonstrate it and we can do an FPS test and see how hard this one is shooting. Okay? First off, one thing nice with OSKERAY is they do tend to give you a lot of gel beads. So you can see over here, 5 packs, right, of gel beads. That's a lot. Each one of these is supposed to be 10,000 and then 5,000. So you got 40,000 gel beads. So that's quite a few to start off with. That should keep you going for a while. Little tips and tricks right here, and the importance of soaking the gel balls. And that's something I talk about in every video. Just make sure you guys are soaking these properly. They need to get to 7 to 8 millimeters. And to do that, you want to use a large enough container, plenty of water, and give it that 4 to 6 hours. At that time, there should be space in that container left over and water left over. Drain it out. You can store them in airtight containers for up to a couple weeks. Since these hoppers have lids with this one, you can store them in here with the lid on it. Just don't store them in the blaster, and always make sure that you get that blaster completely empty when you're done and take the hopper off. So I, again, use Tupperware containers like these and just store them in there with a lid on, and like I said, you got a couple weeks. Okay, so I already have a hopper that's partially full that we'll go ahead and attach and use. A couple water activated targets, those are a nice addition. So when you're shooting them, they're going to leave a mark, and then when they dry off, they look like this again. You can reuse them. Got your battery and your charger here, so it's a 500 mile 7.4 volt. And again, this is a 4-pin, which we're seeing in more of these at this level blaster, 4-pin connection. Of course, you're just going to plug that into the charger, plug your charger into any AC adapter that's 1 amp or greater, and charge that sucker up. It will come to you partially charged, but it's a great idea to top it off and get it completely full. This is a top loader gravity fed blaster, so we need to connect the bracket here to the top so that the hopper can screw on. So with this one, just pushing it till it stops, make sure that it's lined up right there, and then you just tighten it down with this and leave it on. Once you put the hopper in place, you got it on there perfect, just leave it on so that's ready to go. Battery back here. See the harness, right? So this could be another one where we're going to want to put the battery first and then plug the harness in. Push that battery in further, but leave that harness out so that towards the front, so that when we go to pull the battery out, it's easy to get at. We got your button on off / safety right here and your trigger, and that's about it. So we'll test it. It's working. Turn it back off. So you do have some side rails here for accessories and the top and bottom rail. This top rail is that thicker size that's not going to fit standard things, it looks like, but we do have these side rail options that would possibly work, but they look a little smaller too. So you may have to modify if you're looking to do any sort of flashlights, lasers, that kind of thing. Lastly, we're just going to take your hopper of gel balls, spin them on. For those of you who are new to this, the easiest way, turn the blaster upside down and spin that hopper on. There you go, all set up and ready to fire. So we're going to take it, we'll check it out, we'll shoot it, of course, and we'll test that FPS and see where we're at.